What's up guys, welcome to the first video of my channel Foot Soccer. In my channel, I'm mostly gonna review the soccer cleats and futsal shoes. So if you guys are interested, please support me by liking this video and subscribe to my channel. Please write down comments below if you have any questions or ideas you would like to share. So in today's video, I'm gonna review the brand new Nike Zoom Mercurial Vapor 15 Elite FG. And to be honest, these are the best soccer cleats I've ever worn in my life. And I will explain why in this video. So the upper is called the Vapor Posit Plus, and it's made out of this tightly woven grid mesh. On top of it, ACC coating is applied for a grippy feeling and prevent the upper from stretching too much. Between the internal lining and the upper, there's this non-stretching material called Speed Cage that secures your foot during quick turns. So the upper feels resilient yet soft at the same time, which feels very similar to the Puma Ultra 1.4's upper, because Puma Ultra also has this speed cage inside, and the upper is coated with the Grip Control Pro, which gives sticky sensation. The Flyknit covers the top of the foot, and it hasn't changed much from the previous generation Vapor 14 Elite. The cushioning in the heel is similar to the Vapor 14, but in Vapor 15, it is a little more grippy for a better lockdown. The insole is standard foam insole, but in the backside, there's this thinner parts where it fits directly to the Zoom Air unit, so you can feel the Zoom Air better when you wear these. One of the two things that I like about the new Vapor 15 is the mesh-based internal lining. If you push it, there's this little cushion feeling, and it stretches a little for a better fit inside. I would say this feels very similar to the trampoline material. So when you actually wear the Vapor 15, it stretches to the shape of your foot right away. So I didn't need any break-in time at all. So lastly, the Zoom Air. It covers 3/4 of the cleats, and it sits directly between the insole and the outsole. The Zoom Air in the inside, they're divided into 4 parts with flex grooves. So the big toe and index toe, the rest of the toe, forefoot, and midfoot. The reason why toe parts are divided is because of the difference of force you put when you move sideways. And because the forefoot and midfoot is divided, when you bend your foot to do the sprint motion, the Zoom Air is also bent separately so you don't feel any discomfort on the bottom. The outsole has changed dramatically to the TriStar and blade shape. The length of the studs is similar to the previous generation Vapor 14. I really like this new change because the shape focuses on the multi-directional movement rather than the straightforward movement. So far, I have covered about 20 kilometers wearing the new Mercs on the artificial grass. The first feeling I had when I warmed up with these is that the whole soccer field turned into a trampoline. When you step on the field, the Zoom Air is gently pressed, which gives a cushion feeling on your toe area. And then when you step forward, the pressed Zoom Air quickly returns to its original shape, which gives a bouncy and explosive feeling. Also, I didn't feel any discomfort when I bent my toe to sprint because of the flex grooves on the Zoom Air, which bends separately according to your movement. But of course, Zoom Air will not make you a pro player from a complete amateur, but you can feel the cushioning and explosiveness for sure when you wear these. Aside from Zoom Air, the newly designed mesh upper softly but tightly wraps around your foot, but at the same time they stretch out really well to your foot shape that there was no break-in time required for these new Mercs. When it comes to the size, my feet measure about 262mm in length and about 97 to 98mm wide, and I wore the Vapor 15 Elite in my usual size of US 8.5 or 265mm. The size is exactly same to the previous generation Vapor 14 Elite. They run a little long, like 1/4 of my thumbnail left, which in my opinion gives me the perfect performance. The width was slightly tight at first, but after like 15 minutes, they were adapted to my foot shape to the point that the tightness does not bother me anymore, and I could move my feet around like my feet are glued to the cleats. As usual, the new Mercs are not made for the people who have wide feet, but if you had wide feet but desperate to wear new Mercs, I recommend plus 5mm or going half a size up. Otherwise, I recommend going true to your size. When it comes to shooting, felt close to the Vapor 13 Elite, which was a knitted upper. Because the upper of the Vapor 15 is very thin and somewhat less resilient, it felt like they don't add more power to the shooting. Also, the power return from the outsole significantly significantly affect the shooting power, but the Zoom Air in the Vapor 15 did not really give additional repulsive force when you kick the ball. However, because they fit tightly around your foot without space, I could easily find the point of impact, which made the shooting a little more accurate in my opinion. I really like the touch feeling of Vapor 15 because they give a barefoot sensation where I could feel every aspect of the ball. Also, the soft mesh material and the sticky coating on the upper makes it less slippery and easier to control the ball. Overall, when it comes to touch, they're almost as good as the natural leather cleats. The new Nike Vapor 15 have this new stud configuration, and because of that, they feel completely different on the field when you walk, jog, or sprint. The tri-star shape studs help with the change of direction, and the blaze studs in the middle grab the grass and help with the sprint. Honest does not have this explosiveness unlike the carbon plates from Adidas X Speedflow, but because of the cushion feeling, you don't feel any pressure even when I tested the FG studs on the artificial grass, and I didn't feel any tiredness on my foot after the 2 games of wearing them on artificial grass. So overall, I can definitely say that Nike has put so much effort in making these new Zoom Mercurial Vapor 15 Elite. I tried so hard to find if there are any flaws in these new cleats, but really I couldn't find any. So in the next season, I think a lot of pro players will switch from Adidas Puma to the Nike Zoom Mercurial Vapor 15 because it's so well made and just close to perfection. I am 120% satisfied with these new cleats, and I can see that I'm gonna wear these so many times from now on. That's it for today's video, and if you guys have any questions or ideas you would like to share, please write down comments below.